2,250 cycles. Out of 2,250, he sold 1,500 for cash basis. Consignee received 2,250 cycles. For 2,250 cycles, he has spent 5,000 rupees as a direct expenses. Stock reserve. Once the consignor has sent in invoice price, we should calculate the stock reserve. To consignee account, expenses made by consignee here take both indirect and direct expenses. Okay. Hello my dear students, I am Rajay sir, faculty, Department of Commerce and Management, Vidya Ashram First State College, Mysore, Temple of Excellence. My dear students, in today's session I am going to handle the subject Financial Accounting 2 for second sem BCom, and the topic is Accounting for Consignment Transaction. In the previous session also we are doing the problem, and this session also we will do one more problem. So here under Bicycles Limited Mysuru consigned 2,500 bicycles to Ravi Bicycles. Here consignor is the Wonder company and the consignee is the Ravi Bicycles Bangalore at the invoice price of rupees 250 rupees and the cost price is 225 rupees each. Bangalore Cycles paid 5,000 rupees for packing and 10,000 rupees for freight charges and 7,500 rupees towards insurance. So 5,000 rupees for packing, 10,000 rupees for freight and 7,500 for insurance charges. During the transit, 250 vehicles were destroyed and the insurance company settled 10,000 rupees which was paid directly to the consignors. Here, how many cycles we have consigned? So we have consigned how many cycles? 2,500 cycles we have consigned. Out of 2,500 cycle, how many cycles destroyed here? During the transit, 250 cycles or bicycles destroyed. So 250 bicycles destroyed. Consignee received consignment. How many cycles he received? Consignor sent 2,500 cycles. Consignee received 2,250 cycles. Okay. While calculating expenses of consignor, we should calculate for 2,500. While calculating expenses of consignee, we should calculate for 2,250 cycles because he received only 2,250 cycles. Ravi Bicycles took delivery of consignment on 5/1/2015 and they accepted a bill for rupees 25,000. So accepting bill means what? So bills receivable for the consignor is 25,000. He has to make security deposit. For 3 months, consignor entitled to a ordinary commission 5% and del creditor commission on 3%. So what is the, let's see what is the total sales. For total sales, we should give, as a consignor, we should give 5% commission. For credit sales exclusively, for credit sales, we should give 3% extra commission. On 31st/3/2015, Ravi Bicycles Bangalore reported the following. This is the reported the following expenses on 1,500 cycles were sold for 300 each and for 500 cycles were sold for 350. So how many cycles we have sent? See, we have sent 2,000 bicycles. Out of that, 250 is destroyed. Consignee received 2,250 cycles. Out of 250, for cash sales, how many bicycles sold for cash basis? So on 300 each for cash means what? So 1,000 cycles. 1,500 cycles were sold for cash basis and remaining 500 cycles were sold for credit basis. So 500 cycles were sold for credit basis here. So out of 2,250 minus cash sales plus credit sale, sold is how many cycles sold? 1,500 minus 500 credit sale and cash sales. So remaining is 250 cycle is the closing stock. See, we sent as a consignor, we sent 2,500 cycle. Out of 2,500, how many cycles destroyed? 250 cycles destroyed. Consignor received 2,250 cycles. Out of 2,250, he sold 1,500 for cash basis, 500 for credit basis. Remaining is the closing stock. Unsold goods or unsold cycles is for closing stock. And on the credit sales, what is the credit sale he has done? On 350 into 500 cycles, so he will get the del creditor commission. On the total sales, Total sales is 1500 plus 500 cycle, 2000 cycle. On 2000 cycle, he will get 5% commission. On credit sale, he will get 3% del creditor commission. Again, the expenses incurred by him by consignee were unloading charges rupees 5,000, godown rent is 4,500, advertising 3,000, and the salesman salary 12,500. These are all indirect expenses. So only expenses for unloading charges is the direct expenses. Remaining is indirect expenses. Don't take indirect expenses. Only you should take direct expenses. Okay. From the above particulars, prepare consignment account, consignee account, and abnormal loss account in the books of consignor, vendor, bicycles. Now let's go to the calculation of working note. Now, what is the how many cycles lost in transit? So 250 bicycles lost in transit. So 250 bicycles into what is the cost price of each bicycle? 225 is the cost price of each bicycle is 225. Let's calculate 250 into 225. So 250 into 225 equals to 56,250. Add expenses of consignor. So what is the expense of consignor here? Let's add here. Here only we have. So 5,000 rupees for paid for packing, 10,000 rupees for freight, and 7,500 rupees for insurance. Let's add the amount. It is 5,000 plus 10,000 plus 7,500. Total it is 22,500. For how many cycles? For 2,500 cycles. So divided by 2,500. So divided by 2,500. So it is for every bicycle it is 9 rupees he has spent. See here, total expenses is 22,500. 22,500 divided by how many cycles consigned? 2,500 cycles consigned. So if we divide by 2,500, we will get 9 rupees into how many cycles lost in transit? So 250 bicycles lost in transit is 9 rupees into 250. So into 250 equals to 2,250 rupees. 2,250 rupees. Once again I repeat, say total expenses of consignor is 22,500 divided by how many cycles? 2,500. For all cycles, 2,500 cycles, he has spent 22,500. But how many cycles lost? 250 cycles lost. We need the expense of consignor for 250 cycles. So 22,500 divided by 2,500 will get the expense of consignor for one cycle. The expenses for consignor of one cycle into how many cycles lost? So we lost 250 cycles in the transaction or transit. So that the expenses for one cycle 9 rupees. For 250 cycles it is 2,250 rupees. So expenses of consignor for 250 cycles is 2,250. 250. Are you understanding? So total expense I'll write once again here. Total expenses is 22,500. 22,500 divided by how many cycles sent? 2,500 equals to 9 rupees per cycle into 250 cycles lost equals to 2,250 rupees. This is called accidental loss. Add the amount, you'll get accidental loss. So 58,500 is the accidental loss. Accidental loss. Again, recovered from insurance company. Insurance company is giving how much? And insurance company uses to settle 10,000 rupees, which was paid directly to the consignor account. So insurance company is giving only 10,000 rupees. Remaining is the abnormal loss. 48,500 is the abnormal loss. So abnormal loss is 48,500. Next point, calculation of total sales. So for what is the actual cash sales? Cash sales is, let's see here. See, he has sold here. So 1,500 cycles were sold for 300 rupees cash and 500 cycles sold for 350 rupees credit. Okay. So it is 1,500 cycles into 300. Here 500 cycles into 350. So let's calculate this. 300 into 1500 equals to 4,50,000. 500 cycles into 350 rupees. It is 1,75,000. Add both the amount, we will get the total sales. So 6 lakh total sales is 6,25,000 rupees. 6,25,000 is the total sales. Now we should calculate the commission for consignee. So on ordinary commission on 6,25,000 we should give ordinary commission of 5%. On del creditor commission should be given for credit sale 1,75,000. Now ordinary commission, so 6,25,000 into what is the ordinary commission here? So ordinary commission is, see, 5% is the ordinary commission and 3% is the del creditor commission. So into 5 by 100. So 6,25,000 into 5 divided by 100. So we'll get 31,250 ordinary commission. Now del creditor commission is on credit sale. It is 1,75,000 into 3 divided by 100. 5,250 is the del creditor commission. 5,250. So let's add both the amount. 31,250. Total commission is 36,500 is the total commission. Now let's go to the next point. Calculation of closing stock. Now total bicycles consigned. Now what is the total bicycles consigned? Total bicycles consigned is 2,500 bicycles equals to 2,500. Out of that, bicycle destroyed. How many bicycles destroyed here? So out of, during the transit, 250 cycles destroyed by accident. So to deduct 250, so we'll get 2,250. Again, goods in transit is nil. Goods in transit, no cycle in goods in transit. Now how many cycles we have sold? See, we have sold 1,500 cycles for cash basis, 500 cycles for credit basis. Totally 2,000 cycles we have sold. So deduct 2,000 cycles sold. 2,000. So we don't have any goods in transit, but we have total cycles sold. So it is 250 cycles. 250 cycles is in closing stock. 250 cycles in closing stock. Again, come to the calculation of value of closing stock. Value of closing stock. So invoice price of bicycles. How many bicycles in closing stock? 250. Into what is the invoice price of each cycle? Let's see here. Invoice price of the each cycle is 250 rupees. Into 250. 250 into 250 equals to 62,500. Again, expenses of consignor. So what is the total expenses of consignor here? See, expense of consignor is, total expenses is 22,500 into what is the per cycle expenses of per cycle. So divided by 2,500 total cycles, we will get 9 rupees per cycles into 250. It is 2,250. Expenses of consignor 2,250. Again, expense of consignee. So only take direct expenses, don't take indirect expenses. Now what is the direct expenses? See here, expense of consignee here he has given. So here 5,000 is a godown rent. So for expenses by him is unloading charges is 5,000. See, godown rent is indirect expenses, advertising is indirect expenses, salesman's salary is indirect expenses. What is the direct expenses? Only unloading, loading and unloading charges is the direct expenses. We should consider only direct expenses while calculating the closing stock. Keep this in mind. So these Indirect expenses will be taken in the, while doing the problem, we will consider all these indirect expenses. While calculating of, or while calculation of value of closing stock, we should take only direct expenses. We should not take indirect expenses. So it is 5,000 for how many cycles? See here, once again I write here. See, 5,000 rupees. How many cycles he got delivery? He received out of 2,500 cycles. 250 cycles lost. So he received only 2,250 cycles. He received only 2,250 cycles. On 2,250 cycles, he spent 5,000 rupees. So we have to understand how much he has spent for one cycles. So that means divided by 2,250. So let's identify what is the actual price per cycle, expenses per cycle. So 5,000 divided by 2,250. So he has spent 2 rupees 0.22 on one cycle. So the consignee has spent 2 rupees 0.22 paisa for one cycle. Into how many cycles in closing stock? So 2 rupees 0.22 into how many cycles in closing stock? 250 cycles are in closing stock. So let's into 250 cycles. The expenses made by consignee for 250 cycle is 555.6. 555.6. So let's add his expenses. 555.6 rupees. Now again the value of closing stock. So 62,500 plus 22,250 plus 555. So total expenses is 65,035 rupees. Once again repeating, expenses made by consignee, direct expenses made by consignee for how many cycles he received? 2,250 cycles only received. Sent is 2,500. Goods lost 250. Consignee received 2,250 cycles. For 2,250 cycles, he has spent 5,000 rupees as a direct expenses. So if he has spent 2,250 rupees for 5,000 cycle, how much for one cycle? It is divided by 2,250. It will get 2.22 paisa. So 2.22 paisa. What is the total closing stock? So we have closing stock of 250 bicycles. We need the expenses for 250 bicycles. So into 250, you will get 555 rupees. So if you add all these things, you will get the 65,305 rupees. This is the value of closing stock. Now let's calculate the stock reserve. Once the consignor has sent in invoice price, we should calculate the stock reserve. So what is the invoice price? 250 is the invoice price per bicycle. What is the cost price? 225 is the cost price per bicycle. It is 25 rupees profit. Into how many cycles consigned? 2,500 cycles is consigned. So now what is the profit on consignment? 62,500. Again let's calculate the stock reserve. Stock reserve means profit is included in the amount we have, all the goods we have sent. We should exclude the profit. For that we should calculate the stock reserve. So again, what is the invoice price? 250. What is the cost price? 225 equals to 25 rupees is the profit. Into what is the, how many cycles are in closing stock? 250 cycles. The profit included in the closing stock is 6,250. Now let's do the problem. Now goods sent on consignment. Total value of the goods sent on consignment is, invoice price we should take. So 2,500 into 250 per bicycles. It is 6,25,000. Again, two bank account expenses of consignee. Two bank account expenses of consignee. So expense of consignee. What is the expense of consignee here? So he has spent for, so he has on 5,000 rupees packing, 10,000 for freight, and 7,500 rupees for insurance. So 5,000, 10,000, 7,500. So it is 5,000 packing, freight 10,000, insurance 7,500. Add all the amount. So what is the total amount? 22,500. So 22,500. Again, to consignee account, expenses made by consignee, here take both indirect and direct expenses. Okay, both direct and indirect expenses we can consider here. So now let me add this side expenses of consignee. What is the expense of consignee has spent? See here, so he has spent 5,000 rupees as Gordon, plus 5,000 rupees for unloading, plus Gordon 4,500, plus advertising 3,000, plus salesman's salary 12,000, 5,000. Add all the amount, then you'll get the expense of consignee. So it is 5,000 plus 4,500 plus 3,000 plus 12,500. It is 25,000 he has spent. So he has spent 25,000. Again, to consignee account, commission payable to consignee, total commission. So we have already done the calculation. Total commission 36,500. 36,500 we have to pay. Next point, to stock reserve. So we'll come to stock reserve later. First we'll go to the consignee account. So how much he has made sales, total sales. Total sales is 6,25,000. 6,25,000. Again, by accidental loss. What is the accidental loss here? So calculation of accidental loss. See here, the accidental loss is 58,500 is the accidental loss. 58,500. Accidental loss is different, abnormal loss is different. Next one, what is the closing stock? Value of closing stock we have done here. Value of closing stock is 65,305. 65,305 is the value of closing stock. Now stock reserve, we should have already calculated the stock reserve. See, goods sent on consignment, stock reserve on goods sent on consignment. Closing stock, stock reserve on closing stock. It should be opposite. Okay. So now goods sent on consignment, we should deduct the amount here. So that means if you write in credit side, this is credit side, this is debit side. So if you write the stock reserve here, that means we are deducting the profit. Okay. So what is the stock reserve on goods sent on consignment? 62,500. Stock reserve 62,500. Again, stock reserve on closing stock is 6,250. Now let's add both the side and let's identify whether it is profit or loss. So if I add, so this is debit side, credit side. First let me add debit side. 6,25,000 plus 22,500 plus 25,000 plus 36,500 plus 6,250. Total amount is 7,15,250. Again, credit side, let's add 6,25,000 plus 58,500 plus 65,305 plus 62,500. 8,11,305. So 8,11,305, which is more? So credit side is more. That means income is more than expenses. So both the side, right? 8,11,305. Here also 8,11,305. Let's find out the difference. Difference would be the profit. If you get the difference in debit side, that is profit. If you get the debit and credit side difference, that is loss. So minus 7,15,250. So the profit is 96,055 is the profit and loss account. So this should be written here. So profit and loss account is 96,055. Now let's go to the next consignee account. So how much total sales done by consignee? 6,25,000. 6,25,000 he has done sales. So he has to deduct. He will deduct whatever the amount he has spent or whatever the amount he has paid as a security deposit or the bills receivable. He has paid some amount to consignor. That amount he will deduct. Again, he will deduct his expenses. So because he is an agent, any expenses done by the consignor has to pay back the amount. So while paying the amount to consignor, he will deduct his commission, his expenses on the sale of goods, and also his deposit with the consignor or the BR, bills receivable with the consignor. All the amount will be deducted. Remaining amount will be transferred to consignor account. So consignee will deduct 3 items. What are those? First one, his security deposit. Second one, his expenses made by consignee, and also his commission. So let's first one. What is the amount he has done as a security deposit? So he has paid 25,000 as the security deposit. He has paid in the form of bill. So bills receivable, you will deduct the amount 25,000. Again, he has spent. How much consignee spent here? So expense of consignee here 25,000. So you will deduct 25,000 as expenses. And also commission. How much you have to pay commission to the consignee? 36,500 rupees commission we have to pay. You will deduct that one also, 36,500. So you deduct all the amount. Remaining amount will be transferred to consignor's bank account. So it is 25,000 plus 25,000 plus 36,500. So total it is 86,500 out of 6,25,000. So I will write here 6,25,000. Here also 6,25,000 he has to pay to consignor, but he will deduct all this amount. Remaining amount will be paid to consignor. That is 5,38,500 will be sent to consignor's bank account. Now next point, accidental loss account. So what is the total goods lost in consignment to place account? So total goods lost, value of the total goods lost or accidental loss is 58,500. So 58,500. Out of that, insurance company is giving only 10,000. Remaining is abnormal loss. So 48,500 is the abnormal loss. So total it is 58,500. Here also 58,500. Again, last one, goods sent on consignment account. So how much we have sent? Total goods sent is 6,25,000. So it is 6,25,000. Out of this, so what is the stock reserve? So stock reserve on goods sent on consignment, that means profit. So stock reserve on goods sent on consignment is 62,500. So here 62,500. Remaining is trading account. So remaining, if you remain trading account means actual worth of the stock. Total goods we have sent, it is inclusive of profit. If you deduct the profit, we will get the actual cost price of the stock. So 5,62,500 is the actual worth of the stock. So this is how we should do the problem. So in the next class, we'll go for next chapter. Till then, thank you so much.